Maggie. We would have been lost without Maggie. It's an amazing service. Everyone should do it. Wedding packages. It's just the best service in New York. From the start to the finish, it was fabulous. Everything was easy, straightforward, efficient. We loved it. And we love Maggie.
Thank you.
Not him. All right, are we ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take a nice deep breath. We're going to enjoy this beautiful morning. We are on this beautiful Wednesday, May 11th, in the middle of New York City and Central Park. Friends and family, we are here gathered to celebrate the wonderful union of Aoife and Anthony in marriage. Now, we've been asked to gather here and share the joy of this union because today, Anthony and Aoife have decided to spend the rest of their lives together as friends and as companions and as protectors of all things that embody this wonderful institution of matrimony. So we'd like to keep in our minds and our hearts family and friends near and far that also channel love wishes to you both, the happy couple. Now, a true marriage is an act of metamorphosis. It's a profound mystery of creation and birth as two become one. But it's not a giving up of oneself, rather it's a giving over of oneself to something greater than self. Because from this day forward, you are both agreeing to say, hey, you know what? We're going to be a we, not an I. So it's a challenge that both of you will have facing together, but discovering new, beautiful possibilities in life together. Because after today, you're crossing that beautiful threshold of life. And that's the agreement and the commitment of why we are celebrating today. We're celebrating that marriage is about that unity. It's that coming together to create something powerful where two become one. So do you both come to this union on your own free will and with the intention to be faithful to each other in marriage? Treat yourselves and each other with respect. Remind yourselves often of what brought you here together, and give the highest priority and tenderness to the kindness that your love deserves. Because if each of you give that quality of life together, it will be filled with tons of joy and beauty and lots of light. So we have a reading from an incredible band called The Pogues, and it's a song called Rainy Night in Soho. I'm not going to sing it today, but we are going to read these beautiful lyrics. I've been loving you a long time, down all the years, down all the days, and I've cried for all your troubles, smiled at your funny little ways. We watched our friends grow up together, and we saw them as they fell. Some of them fell into heaven, and some of them fell into hell. I took shelter from a shower, and I stepped into your arms on a rainy night in Soho. The wind was whistling all its charms. I sang you all my sorrows, you told me all your joys. Whatever happened to that old song full of those little girls and boys? Sometimes I'd wake up in the morning, the ginger lady by my bed, covered in a cloak of silence, I'd hear you taking in my head. I'm not singing for the future, I'm not dreaming of the past. I'm not talking of the first times, I never think about the last. We may never find out what it means, still there's a light I hold before me. You're the measure of my dreams, the measure of my dreams. And now, Aoife and Anthony, I'm going to ask you to hold each other's hands.
You can leave the...
Thank you, Maggie.
Right with right, over left with left. Now, Anthony and Aoife, you're creating a symbol of the infinity. The infinity symbols have no start, they have no end. It's two separate circles but joined in the middle as one. For many cultures and customs and throughout time and history, it represents a lot of different things. It represents balance, it represents strength. And two separate circles but still joined in the middle, supporting each other, loving each other. And what's really interesting about this, it's also the idea that wherever you go in life, you will always return to one another and to your togetherness. So, as you do that, I have a little poem for you as well. Not by the Pogues, unfortunately. And as you stare into each other's eyes, please listen to the following. These are the hands of your best friend. They are holding yours on your wedding day, as you promise to love each other today, tomorrow, and forever. These are the hands that will work alongside yours as together you build your future. These are the hands that will passionately love you and cherish you through the years, and with the slightest touch, will comfort you like no other. With eyes locked and hands linked, this ritual is just a beautiful symbolic gesture of the union of two hearts, two lives, and two souls. And now, we move on to vows, and we can hold each other formally if you'd like. The symbolic vows that you're about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know what? All those things that we promised to each other in conversation, maybe in a car or on a park bench or anything like that, we mean that to each other now today. Because now I want you to look at each other and remember this moment in time. Because before this moment, you've been many things to each other, acquaintance and friend, and maybe dance partner, or maybe a karaoke challenger. But now you're going to say a few words that are going to take you across the threshold of that life, and things will never be quite the same between the two of you. Because after these vows, what you're really telling the world is, this is my husband and this is my wife. So, if you like, you can repeat after me. Anthony, do you take Aoife to be your lawfully wedded wife? Do you promise to create a bond of honesty, respect, and trust? To laugh with her and cry with her, loving her faithfully through good times and bad? Do you vow to honor and cherish her from this day forward, as long as you both shall live? I do. And do you, Aoife, take Anthony to be your lawfully wedded husband? Do you promise to create a bond of honesty, respect, and trust? To laugh with him and cry with him, loving him faithfully through good times and bad? And do you vow to honor and cherish him from this day forward, as long as you both shall live? Beautiful. Now for the rings. I remembered them. Now you're going to take each other's rings. So Aoife, take Anthony's, Anthony, take Aoife's. And love you both to actually touch rings right across your heart. And let them both touch, the two circles touching. So get a nice little, yep. And I'll talk
Hold it, hold it.
Beautiful. Hold that for photo moments. Now, a circle is a symbol of the sun, of the earth, and also the universe. It's a symbol of peace and unity as your lives are joined, symbolizing that, again, wherever you go, you will always return to one another and to your togetherness. Rings are derived of humble beginnings of imperfect metal to create something striking and beautiful where there once was nothing there at all. And it's customarily worn on the ring finger, as it is the only finger that has a vein that runs directly to the heart. So it's our wish that you wear these rings outwardly as a sign of love and commitment towards one another, as it brings purity and honesty and filled with happiness and togetherness in every single day of your lives together. Now, as you place the rings on each other's fingers, please repeat after me. Who would like to go first? And it's nice and simple. So, with this ring, I marry you with all my heart.
With this ring, I marry you with all my heart.
Now it's nice and slow. And now, Aoife, with this ring, I marry you with all my heart. Take each other's hands if you'd like as well. Now, romance, super fun, right? But true love is something far more than that, because it's your desire to love each other for life. That's why we celebrate. So always understand that in marriage, it's the little things that are the big things. It's about never growing too old to hold hands. It's about always remembering to say I love you at least once a day. It's about never going to sleep angry. It's about standing together and facing the world. It's about speaking words of appreciation and gratitude, and also demonstrating that gratitude in the most thoughtful ways, and even surprising each other with those acts of gratitude. It's about having the capacity to forgive and also to forget. It's about giving each other an atmosphere in which each of you can grow, but also creating an atmosphere that you can both grow together. And it's also about the common search for the good and the beautiful. It's also not about marrying the right person. It's about being the right partner. So, marriage is the beginning. It's the beginning of family and lifelong commitment. Grow in selflessness as you serve your family, and always remember to listen to one another. Remember what was pure and true for one another. And no matter what obstacles or hurdles that come along the way in life, always go back to one thing. Go back to why you fell in love in the first place. Those are the rules of strength, courage, and overall resilience in marriage. In the presence of family and friends, Anthony and Aoife, you've spoken the words and performed the rites that unite your lives. I'm gonna skedaddle a little so we can get that perfect picture, so I'm not photobombing you. Okay. And now, always remember that it is a wonderful joy to go through life and ups and downs together, and that's really the base and the root of all of it. It's my legal right as minister of the state of New York, and my greatest joy and privilege to officially pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss.
Congratulations!